Hi everybody, it's good to see you
Good
again.
To see you.
Yeah.
We've missed you
So much.
So much.
By the way.
Yeah.
I mean, this channel is for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us to have a conversation.
For us to have a dialogue, discussion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. We watched a play today. It's called Kneaded Needs.
Kneaded Needs.
It's written by Nyerere Sigu, directed by Reina Mandu, and it has a couple of actors whose names are going to be on the description of the video. So make sure you check down there. Yeah.
It's called Igiza Arts.
Yeah. The production company is Igiza Arts.
So let's
knead it.
Let's knead it.
Yeah.
Let's name this review. Where do we start to say?
Oh my god. I mean, sometimes you just watch a Kenyan production and you get a lot of questions going on, run through your mind, especially if it's a production that is trying to mirror what you know, what me as an audience is aware, bringing me a character whom I know their idiosyncrasies, I know how they work, I know their, I know their behaviors, how they speak.
They live in front of us in the TV, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But then you're trying to transmodify them. But again, it's not working. Or
it's just was it a political satire, would you say?
It was a political satire.
It was an attempt at
an attempt at trying to satirize the current political scenario in Kenya, having leaders who are after their own self-interests, at the expense of wananchi.
Which we know is true.
Yeah, we know that is the truth, in life.
Yeah.
And then now when you create a story out of that and bring it to the national theater, and again we just ask ourselves, who is the audience, or what is the place of
an audience like us, who are theatre makers, who are theatre goers, who are and professional audiences, if you will.
Yeah.
What is the place for us then in that space?
Yeah, so for instance, the needed needs,
The needed needs, we kept on asking ourselves that, like, why? Like, most of the questions were like, why do you have those chairs? Why that sound?
Yeah, why is the set design?
Why
is it
aren't the characters more than just caricatures or an attempt of being caricatures?
Of whom we already are aware of.
How did most of the actors in the play not feel like props? Did they not feel like props?
I think it's a question of how much work went to
the development of the script.
And also during preparation of each actor, preparing for their character roles, and how many times they ask themselves these questions, how many times they spent with their characters to understand them, they're like going deeper into character work and all that.
Yeah. And asking myself, and especially when it comes to the director and the producer, is it important that they do this work? Is it important that they do this work of the craft? Which is literally part of the point of a rehearsal.
Yeah.
Right? What are you saying to us? I'm still asking. What would you say worked for this production?
I think let's just discuss the elements that they had.
Yes, let's discuss. Let's go through them. Costume.
First of all, my attention was captured by this guy who was supposedly a new breed of a politician, a youthful politician who had just been elected. He's a Mahesh, but then he wants to identify with the youth. He's probably like a Gen Z or a millennial, and so he's wearing shorts and his hair is as shaggy as mine, And then when he goes to meet a senior politician, he's confused for just a PA or some youth who has come to beg, and then later on he comes in a suit. The costume design really, a lot of it was not working for me, especially for the president.
I don't think there was costume. Let's just be honest. There was nothing like costume design. No. I think there was an idea.
You can wear this.
Yeah, why don't you wear this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just try and look Gen Z as possible. And you just figure out from your closet what works for you as the lady who works as a secretary.
Yeah, the president, not the president's secretary, but the secretary.
The secretary for
the opposition leader. Yeah.
The other lady, the wife.
Oh my God, the mother to the young politician. You are in Ushago, and I don't know the kind of generation you're supposed to be representing, but your nails are so well done, like manicured.
The sleigh nails.
And you have ear piercings from up
all the way down.
And so I'm wondering, okay, then give us the layers then. Take us back, give us her backstory then. If she was this kind of a woman, whether at a village or in town, how was she been living her life? I'm a Tokawapi.
Because the kind of idea that you gave us from the beginning is that this, even with like the decorations, the Christmas decoration things, I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, this
stuff that people wear in parties and or graduations that look like ceremonial glittery stuff. Like you gave us an idea that in Nyumba on a struggle, so they're decorating their house with this. But now when we see that her nails are more done than the house, like I'm trying.
Yeah, then what are we saying?
What are you saying? Did you think about those things? Did you think about those nuances, those important aspects of like you can wear the nails when your son has gone to become to Nairobi to become a politician.
Or maybe you've gone to visit them or something. Oh yeah, when he's already sending you money and all that.
And money, yes, the son was sending money, they have new phones.
Yeah.
The father wants something, the mother wants something. We know this black tax. But of course he was able to afford it until he was shot. Let's talk about lighting.
There was a lot of blackouts, especially during the scene breaks or scene changes that took like forever for us to come back to the next scene. And it was just illuminating, like where we just shed light on people.
Kisha steamer.
And
nothing was designed. And it's understandable. Maybe it's just what it wanted to be. But it wasn't trying to be more than that. However, now when you talk about turning off the lights, because once again, for what if you're not going to change the set? You're just turning off the lights to show that the scene is over. I think we can think about more creative ways of doing this, especially when the set remains the same in the politician's house.
The
president's house.
The upcountry
home. Upgraded parents' house.
Same artwork, same everything.
Just missing the secretary table.
And the plastic chairs.
But can we think more about set? Can we think more? Because some of these elements actually make to develop the story,
Every element on your set, how is it connecting to the story?
Yes.
What is it communicating?
What is it
This
communicating?
is just the question that we have, and I think we are going to chat with the director because
we need to chat. We need a really good talk to know how, why, where, when. I think the other question we'll finish with is the sound. Is that the the sound, the way the sound was used.
On sound I want to speak about music because So it was like, so now these people are lawyers, a tribe of Kenya, and now we are there. We're gonna play this lawyer song all throughout, but we don't. Is it coming from a radio or is it coming from like the design of the sound itself? Also, I felt was detached.
There was no design.
Yeah, and sometimes you play music that is very popular outside here, and we still kind of don't find a connection, especially a Zulu. I don't know whether it's Zulu but a song borrowed from South Africa and sang here. I know maybe it's a charged song and all that for freedom and for uprising, for all that, but again, we know how Kenyans do organize themselves during mandamanos and all, we know. So please just stay true to that. What's in the ground? Yeah. Finish it up.
I'm struggling because if you're going to introduce such music, you then have to make the reference make sense. Because I haven't been to the mandamanos, but I don't think Kenyans are going to sing a South African too. And I can see how metaphorically, I can see how it makes sense to be sung during a play, because you can make a choice as a director or as a writer. But for something that you've brought into this reality, the reality that we know, it's not fantasy, and a political reality, I think it just does. It's just like just think some more about it. Just think some more about why, And I think we don't just make theatre for the sake of just making it, unless we have a lot of money and this is what we want to do. I think we should always push to be more, to be better. I think we should always want to create something that the society can see us, that what we do is not just play showing up and just playing like kids. I'm not saying that's what they did. I'm just saying, like, if I can
generally, I just giving a general comment.
How we are seen, like we are useless, and we this thing is so easy, yet we want people to give money for it. I want to give money to something that's been thought about, that's been worked on, that's challenging me. I mean, you can also accept that this is your way.
Also,
you know what I mean?
And it's okay if it has worked for you.
If it's working for you,
just that.
Then that's your way, and that's how you want to make theatre. Us over here, we're asking for more from the Kenyan theatre industry. And we're just asking for that extra thinking behind things.
And designing of your stuff, your production.
And it's possible, and but then to say it doesn't need a lot of finances.
Really.
You know what I mean? Doesn't need a lot of finances. It's called craft for a reason. We craft it.
And I mean, you can be minimal with stuff but still communicate. But the story is key. And if story fails, like from the door, if the story just does not travel, the story does not have meat on the bones, was even a backbone. Like flesh, meat on the bone.
Where are we going then? Everything else pales. You could have brilliant lighting, but the story. So now this one was like one after the other, as if it's a throwaway. And I don't think an opportunity to even put anything on stage should be a throwaway. I think it should be
It takes time. It takes even booking the hall is usually a whole process. So and even the actors who have worked. I mean, also take time with your actors. Agree on what kind of acting is working and which one doesn't work, and they're trying to borrow maybe like a Shakespearean style or whatever
work
style.
On the diction, articulation, enunciation. These things are really important for the stage. It's fine if you talk whatever language you want to use.
Okay. but make
it make sense.
make it make sense, and let us hear you as your audience. We want to enjoy, we want to travel with you. If you're given big words and they're not working for you, you can always consult and find an alternative.
Find a way to make it work. Apart from that, to be honest, I've really struggled to see what worked for me. I'll just say like the reception outside, the sitting process. So I'll say the administration work that they did outside the scene. Was
when you are working.
Was well done. The audience came in, they had their sitting planned, tickets were ready. And some of these things never work for some of these productions.
So they did a good job.
For like bringing a young MC, a child. Who's an MC?
10 years. She's a singer. She's called Moraa or something like that.
She has an album coming out.
I
mean, that was an interesting take on that. Like giving spaces to different,
to upcoming, to growing talents, growing artists. And we really want to wish her all the best in her upcoming music. We love you.
We love you. You did great.
So much.
So thank you so much. And we really hope that you take some of our notes. And we'll find time to talk to you. And thank you so much for being with us, guys.
Thank you for watching to the end.
Watch till the end.
This is Nairobi Theatre Reviews.